Okay, we're live. Coffee time. For those people that are watching later, it's kind of boring. But for those people that are coming in to hang out, do sincerely appreciate it. Because that's pretty much what we're going to do around here. Hang out for the night. Let me bring you up on my other phone. I know it's late. I'm tired. Okay. Gotta bring up here. That way I can see comments. And actively and in real time and all that stuff. 4 people here. Hey, Brandon. How's the audio tonight? Okay. So I really don't have tons going, but I finally got some packages I was expecting. Our moderator's here. So these are from E-Replacement Parts. And it really depends on what I'm doing as to who I buy from. E-Replacement Parts tends to be a little on the pricey side, but the Paul McMahon. Evening. Your avatar there looks a lot like my school mascot. So anyway, see, E-Replacement Parts, they tend to be nice because you can see what their inventory is, but they can be a little on the pricey side, so it depends on what you're doing. They have a pretty good assortment of OEM parts for just about everything. Everything like from your lawnmower to your washing machine, which is nice. I've been buying from them for a bit. Okay, so this is the kit for that Poulan, whatever, the 2150. And this is, although it's the replacement carburetor, it's not the same carburetor, so whatever. That looks like a replacement fuel filter. Aha. So I wanted to get this bearing because I wanted to measure it. So this is for the Poulan 2150, but I wanted to measure it and see if it would actually fit on a Husky 350, because this is considerably less expensive. So I'm going to have to look that up. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Edwin, how are you? This is kind of an interesting little project here. I'd love to have a 350 bearing to compare to. Actually, you know what? Let's just open this, because this is interesting. I love doing comparisons like this. If this is a 6202, then it would fit. If it's not a 6202, then it won't fit. Offhand, it looks like it's not going to fit. Here's a 6202, and that's not going to fit. Indeed is a smaller bearing. Shucks. Whatever. I had to try it. You know? I had to try it. Because if there's an OEM, something else that'll fit, that's hopefully better than paying $30 a shot for the Husky ones, then I'd be all for it. Anyway. Yeah, it's just got way too small of a center. The outer diameter is wrong too, it looks like. Oh well. It's a $13 mistake, you know? Oh well. A new primer bulb for the Poulan. Okay. What else we got? The other bag of fun. I've been waiting for this for a bit. I have to look up the part number. These O-rings are proprietary. Let's get rid of this. You know what I do need? Need a garbage. I got one over here. Okay. Aha. Husqvarna starter housing. I think that's 288 starter housing. Brandy new. OEM. Probably not a cheap prospect, but whatever. Hey, Dan. Cold day and late. It's cold here. It got cold. It was warm earlier. It wasn't too bad earlier. Aha. Here's the heavy part of the bag. Bracket either. Where's Kenny moving? Kenny here. Here's the idler bracket for my mower. The other one's probably worn and doing something funny. That looks about right. It was 8 degrees. Nice. So that goes out to the shed. What else we got? Power or kill wire. Another wire. I bet these are 288 parts. Cute little wire for the 288. See, these aren't cheap pieces. This is like probably $6 a shot, maybe $8 a shot. Not cheap, but in real nicety when you're refreshing a saw, you know. Brand new, fresh stuff in there. Is that walnut was in here? Two leads, an O-ring, a bracket, and a starter housing. Really? The pulley I have, the other thing. Was that it? Maybe that was it. I guess that was it. Hey, Brian. Oh, I'm pretty darn sure all this is 288 stuff, so I'm going to just throw all this stuff in my 288 box, and whenever I get a chance to, rebuild another one, I guess we'll be good. Alright, let's get that Poulan out here. That coffee hits the spot tonight, that's for sure. Assembly seal and bearing. Anybody else have any questions, comments, anything doing, anything exciting? So this saw has a pristine piston and cylinder. Everything else seems like it's okay, but I think the carburetor was all gummed up. Needs a new fuel filter too. And the fuel line itself isn't hard or cracked or anything like that, so just not that worried about it. Let's see, let me just look at it. The carburetor got all gummed up. I'm wondering, like, how hard would it be to put new fuel line in here? And that just popped out. So that must be vent line. Okay, because it doesn't actually, well, I've never taken one of these apart, guys. So that's the tank vent, or it goes to the primer bulb. This, that one over there, clear line goes to the carburetor fuel in. So I could just put that back. I'm going to put this back. Very carefully. Okay. So that's simple like that. This is the actual fuel line, clear line, which I am not a super duper fan of, but it seems to be okay. And then you have clear line there. You have another clear line which goes to the primer also from the carburetor. So you got two lines to the carburetor and one to the tank. Okay, so let's do this. Let me back feed this line a bit. I know it's with WD-40, but let's do it with brake cleanup. Because if the line's all gummed up, I'm going to put a brand new fuel filter on here. If the line is all gummed up, then that's obviously not any good. Good. Now that's clean. Now I can go in here, grab the line, and while I'm doing that, I can also go in here and grab the old fuel filter, which we don't need to leave in here. Might still be good, but who knows? Not worth it. Boneyard's here. Mega's here. Joe Piper, what's going on, man? Yeah, this is different. I'm not really intending to do more of these. Not. I'm going to try to avoid it if at all possible. Hi, Joe. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Oh, you know what? That fuel line just cracked. So I guess we can't use that. Wait for that to hit me in the head. Okay. Fragile. Oh, it broke. Let's pull it back through. I actually have half a mind here to convert this to a different line. I think I have some line that will be compatible. With this original stuff, but I don't know. Push that in. Got stuck. Alright, so now I gotta go find a fuel line like this, which I think I have. This may be... No. Too big. 3/16 line. Unless I have Tygon, which I do. I may have to. Tygon fuel line. I just want to see if it's going to fit on the carburetor okay. Made in USA Tygon. That seems to go on there okay. Goes on there fine. Goes on here fine. But that hole, for sure, is not big enough for Tygon. Go for sure good on there. So I need to enlarge that hole. Great. Isn't this fun? .77 or smaller. 5/32 on 11/64. It pulls. So let's try 11/64. Hope that works. I hope I can get this saw running now. Who knows, though? I'm always at a loss for this stuff. You know me. I'm always fiddling around with this and end up usually in Never Never Land somewhere. Okay. New piece of line. I really never thought I'd use that tie gun, but whatever. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put this on a nice angle here. That way we can get it through. In case anybody here doesn't know, James is now officially moderator. So he's not really here to police you guys. He's just to help me a little bit with links and whatnot. Ideally, I want to be able to pull it from the other side. That will require one of these, which I finally got. Not quite through enough yet. I really don't know if that's... Now here's where I need a dental mirror to look up and see. extend this a little bit. Or I have to widen the hole a tad, which is also possible. Tooth pullers. If it goes through even a little bit and it grabs, it'll be good. Still not good. Still needs to be longer. Okay. Let's cheat. The other alternative is I may have to widen this hole just a shade. I can't see it. There, grabbed it. Got it. Okay. Tim. You mess with James. Just letting everybody know that James there has a bit of an itchy trigger finger, so, you know, you never know what'll happen. Okay, that's good there. Actually, Joe, maybe you know the answer to this question. Which side here goes to the primer bulb and which side is actually fuel in? Hey, Earl. Yeah, Joe, I hope you're here and you know the answer to the question. So, is the fuel inlet next to the screw here, the big screw, or is it this funny thing, the offshoot down here, next to the pump? The barb next to the biggest screw is gas in. Okay. And so this one down here is for the primer bulb. Okay. All right, so and I'm going to put a new primer in here, new primer bulb, just cause. This one. I'm pretty sure this is not an identical copy of the other original carburetor, but I think if the primer bulb line is repositioned, it'll just be fine. This goes to the tank vent. I don't think changing out that is necessary, but I think might as well change this to Tygon line. New primer. Earl, we're not having a very exciting evening here, so you're welcome to spice things up if you like. Questions, comments, anything. Or just let James try out his band stick, or whatever, you know. Best to replace a return. Okay. See, that one. See, that hole looks small too. Maybe I should just do the same thing I did on the other and just pull a little bit of line in that way. Let's do that. That makes sense, right? All right. Okay. No problem. This saw is falls into the category of favor. So I this is not something I would be normally working on. But my good buddy Steve did all that excavating for me. And this is a buddy of his that needed something done. So, okay, whatever. Let's put those away. Don't need the tooth pullers right yet. Right now. That's in there. Good enough. Okay. So that goes this way. The big one was on center, and that's the return line to the tank. Yeah. Don't know if it really matters. I got 3,000 miles of Tygon in here. Well, I think it's actually kind of debatable on this part, you know, what's right and what's not, but the right thing to do would be to heave-ho this into somebody else's, in the category of somebody else's problem, but pull the excess back. Yeah, I know. You can do that. Check it by hand. And just so everybody in the audience knows, Joe does this stuff like all day long. So I don't know why he'd want to come and watch me do it. I'm a rank amateur compared to him. So, I well, we don't need to tighten that up yet, but alrighty. Where's the other carburetor? I want to make sure the throttle is the same. And the gas inlet is up here. Pull these lines around. Gas inlet's over there. This piece is going to be quite long, but I guess that's not that big of a deal. Just tuck that under there. Okay. Keep it under this yellow wire. Back some cold. Yeah, cool. You know, I'm all for it. I'm having coffee tonight, no cold ones, but not that I can't have a cold one later. Okay. Nothing's pinched too badly. It's a little weird, but doesn't look like it's going to be out of the question here. Alright, what did I forget? I forgot something for sure. Okay. Let's get all the pieces that I forgot. Well, that's... the choke lever. Click. Good. Should be a throttle lever here too. See, that's going to interfere with that line. Like Joe said, I'll just pull that back into the tank. Won't make a hoot of difference. Do that. Don't even remember what direction went where and what. The other direction. Yep. Come on. What I wouldn't give for a Husky 2 Series right now. See, this is where I normally go back to my other videos and be like, what the heck did I do? How in the world did I get that through there? the throttle line on this way. There. That's the secret. Okay. This a bit. Make sure everything's out of the way. Push it on down. Well, it looks to me like this line here is in the way of the throttle connector. Throttle linkage, like, will not let it move. Okay. So that pointing that way does not work. I'm going to move it back this direction because you can actually rotate that. Better if you don't. Let's see if that's not in the way now. Now it just rubs annoyingly. Well, that's not going to work. Keep trying. Again, this carburetor does not specifically go with it. It is the replacement carburetor with the saw, but it doesn't. When I looked at it, I'm like, it just something's not right. Well, the gas inlet's good. It's the primer inlet here that's funky. tweak it around a little bit more. I should have it. Or can I turn it all the way like up? That might work. Like turn it around a bunch more. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning up. Yeah. Yeah, hang on. See, I don't want anybody to know that I'm doing this video. That's why I did not advertise, but you guys are welcome to hang out, of course. You gotta get the wires so they're not twisted or binding or anything like that. Or wires, tubes, whatever. Good. That's like 1,000 times better than it was before. Pull that a little more into the knob. Are we closer? Yes. Are we home? No. Tweak it back a hair. Where's my... I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did here. Because I don't want the throttle rubbing on the hose, right? Let's see if I can bring this in. There we go. So right here, you notice this is the primer hose coming up. Instead, it was pointing down and that away, and what was happening was it was going to interfere with the throttle. Now it doesn't touch. Now, one of the things going to be in the way, maybe this guy. But maybe not. Who likes that, huh? Okay. Okay. That looks good. Joe, did I forget anything here except for my brain? Okay. Where's the other screw? Bolt, nut, what are we going to call it? It's not here. I put it all here. It can't be that. It's on the floor. He's about to go into Never Never Land. I said no. Can't go into Never Never Land. Who likes my extension? This air filter really wasn't that dirty. Okay, those two are tight. Choke. That works. Just throw this back on here. Now, normally on Tuesday nights I have Wednesday off. This week I happen to be working excessively, so I unfortunately do not have tomorrow off. I am going to be working, so I cannot hang with you guys all night. Yeah, last one I'm not talking much, so. There you go. You got that. Happen to have a brand new NGK BPMR 7A here. Fresh. Fresh, fresh, fresh. On, choke. There you go. Who's happy about that? Any thumbs ups? Any likes, guys? Anything? You gonna help me out here? Anything? I win. Maybe. This is a favor, so I don't think there's any winning here. Thanks, Mega. Yeah, the primer works. Hopefully the owner's happy no matter what I do, but... see. Okay, that's that. Now this chain is basically wrecked, but I might, do them a solid and work on it later. Not gonna worry about it now. It's late now. Time to go to bed. So hopefully that'll give this a little bit more life. Family disbanded 1998. So we'll see. Bedtime. It is bedtime. Anything else, guys? Anything you have for me? Questions, comments, anything? Did I miss any questions or comments? Did I not give anybody a shout out? Joe Piper, thanks so much. You have a good one, buddy. Don't forget to knock back a couple cold ones. All right, I'm going to call it a night then. Everybody have a great night. Thanks so much, and we will catch you later. Take care, guys.